Check out thechosenprime.com in the link in the description below for this and other great items.
Alright, welcome everyone to another Radio Free Cybertron review. I'm your host Diecast, and today we have the FT-12T from Fans Toys Grenadier. Just a quick look at the box. Very nice packaging. The artwork is awesome. They do an excellent job with the artwork on the boxes, and it's actually raised up a little bit so you can feel it. Really nice quality box. It's what we've been getting lately from Fans Toys, and they are just hitting it out of the park. Here is the bio on the back of the card if you want to read that. Read, keep reading. There you go. And then you have your two pictures of Grenadier himself. 2015 Fans Toys on the bottom of the box. Nice picture in bug mode on the top. On the side you just get Grenadier. And it is a shiny packaging, which is why you can see my reflection and the lights are coming off of it. Inside you have the styrofoam packaging. And again, it's good quality styrofoam. It's not the type of styrofoam that you get the little pieces all over. Just pull that out real quick with the Fans Toys tape on it. And inside you have your extra pieces, the legs, and the little Energon cubes. And you also get the instructions, which fell on the floor. And here are the instructions and the obligatory or product card. Yeah, get out. Get out. There we go. These instructions actually come folded because of the size of the box. And they tell you how to remove the legs and tell you how to do the transformation. Really nice job on the instructions. Of course, I have a test sample, or a test shot, which was provided by Toy Dojo, which I will be returning at TFCon in Charlotte in a couple days. And for a test shot, this thing is absolutely beautiful. The only difference I can tell between the regular release and the test shot is it looks like on his face the paint might be a tad darker on the grill, and I'm not sure if it's the lighting or not. But other than that, it's pretty close. There's not too much that I could even see difference. Even the tolerances are about the same. So for a test shot, this thing is excellent. And I want to thank Toy Dojo for sending that out, and Fans Toys for hooking that up. So Fans Toys has been excellent with getting test shots out, and I really appreciate it that I'm able to bring it to you guys. So let's go ahead and get into the articulation on this guy. He's very well articulated. He has a double jointed knee, but it kind of only works with the transformation. You can only move it at this one joint. And then he does have rotation at the upper thigh. He can go out all the way. He can go back as far as you want. You kind of got to move the legs out of the way, though, on the backpack here. And come down to the foot. He has some nice articulation in the foot. You get a nice wide stance with him. Super wide. That's probably not even as wide as you can go. So, and the toe does have a little front movement, and the heel you can position a little bit if you want, and then depending on how you pose the leg on the back, the insect leg will also act as an extra heel. So he is super stable. And you could probably pose this guy. Take a second to set it up, but he can do a full kick, no problem, and he's not being supported by anything. So, and he is a very hefty figure. I mean, when you feel him, you'll be amazed at how heavy he is for his size. And just for a size comparison, I'll bring in one of the Cybertron figures so you can see how they match up. You can see he is much shorter. Also have a RID figure, deluxe figure, or warrior class figure standing around, so that's how they scale. And of course this is a masterpiece, so let's show you how a masterpiece scales. And here he is with masterpiece exhaust. So definitely shorter. I think he's perfect scale for an Insecticon for your masterpiece collection, which again is one of the main collections that I think I'm really enjoying the most. Although just coming from the Hasbro event, their deluxe Titan Master Headmaster figures look incredible. I haven't been this excited about deluxe figures in a long time. So I think the detail on those Hasbro figures is amazing. But not that we're talking about those figures right now, but that's just what's been on my mind lately. And these panels do slide up for some reason. I'm not really sure. Not really sure if you're supposed to slide them up for robot mode or not. They definitely don't slide up for bug mode, so, or Insecticon mode, or Rhinoceros Beetle mode, whatever mode you want to call it. He does have a very nice waist swivel, although mine's kind of stuck. Okay, there we go. Ooh, it's like a ratcheted waist swivel. It's very tight. I don't know I'll be rotating that much, to be honest. The test shot is actually almost as tight, so a little too tight on the ratchet or the swivel for me at the waist. And then of course his arms have multiple points of articulation. You have the little bit right here at the shoulder due to transformation. Then right below the shoulder you got a swivel at the upper part of the arm, and you have a double jointed, that piece actually makes it double jointed, so his arm has a lot. Head is on a ball joint. You can only get a little bit of up and down out of it though, so more down than up. And I would have liked these guys to look up just a little bit further, just because of how small they are. If you're posing them with other figures, it would have been helpful to have that little extra. I mean, and that's a very nitpicky thing that I'm talking about, because it is just an amazing figure. You can see he can look down just a tad more than he can look up. So, and then on the back here, these bug legs can be posed however you want. If you want them pointed in a little bit more, you can do that. Just kind of hide everything. This is how it came out of the box. I already know how to transform it just because I've been transforming the test shot. And again, thank you to Toy Dojo and Fans Toys for sending that out. It's absolutely awesome. And then I think we covered everything transformation-wise. I mean, his fingers are together. His thumb has no movement, but doesn't really need it. Does have a wrist swivel. Yeah, that's very important. I almost forgot that. So let's go ahead and get him transformed. First thing you want to do, come to the back here, just lift up these legs, get them out of the way. They're on that hinge there. Then, second thing, you want to untab this back panel. We'll untab this front panel too. Just give his head a little bit more swivel. And then, as you untab the back panel, these pieces in the back separate. So you kind of gotta just work it till they can separate all the way, just like so. And then you can flip that down, make sure that's down. You don't want to snap that because it is pretty thin up in here. And then sneak his head in. You can close these back up and they'll peg in right in the back right there. So peg those in. There we go. And then come out around to the top, peg that in. There is that clear translucent part if you want it to be more toy-like. And let me show you what that looks like. So here you have his clear translucent piece that you can swap out. But if you do put that clear translucent piece on, you are going to be able to see the back of his head a little bit. So I personally like this. It matches the yellow. Over here, I'm going to leave this on. I kind of wish I got the gray one too, because these are just so nice. I'd really love to have him in bug mode and the gray guy in robot mode. And I don't know, if I find a good deal on this down at TFCon, I may pick one of these up. So TFCon this year is going to be absolutely awesome. I leave on Thursday for it, and I'm super excited to get down there, see all my friends. Brandon from the Chosen Prime. Of course, Chosen Prime is my favorite place to purchase toys from, because they always come packaged extra well, and they're quick. I mean, you order something and it's there to you almost immediately. They're just really quick at getting the stuff out. So my one leg is a little loose on this, looser than the other side, but that can easily be fixed by just tightening up the screw on the back if you have some looseness. So now that we got the antenna out, go down to the legs, and on the legs you have this insect leg. You're just going to flip that piece out, and you're going to fold the toe up, or the heel up, and then the toe. Same thing on the other side. Well, bring that out, bring the heel up, bring the toe to the forward position, and then rotate the waist around. It's been a couple days since I've transformed this, because I was waiting on the actual version to get here so I could show the differences. I really did not realize that there was not going to be that many differences in the figure itself. Oh yeah, you don't need to rotate the waist around, so just forget I said that. These legs will just turn on the side here, and then you can bring them up just like so. And then once you do that, this stuff will all tab together right in there. Tab, 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 tab. There we go. So once you get everything tabbed in, and we can just swing these legs around, put them out to the side, or back, just like that. Now these arms, you want to rotate them. If you lift them up a little bit, that'll help you pull this section all the way around to the back. That way you can bring the arms back. So if you try and do it with it at a 90-degree angle, you're going to have a hard time. So what you want to do is you just want to tilt it up just a little bit to rotate that back, and then you can see that'll open up that gap so you can bring the shoulder back. And then just gonna have the arms face down, and then they'll tab together on the back of the wrists. And then the hands just go in between the legs. And we also might need to rotate these hands around just to have them, just to get that thumb out of the way. Then once you get everything all rotated in with the hands and in place, make sure these shoulders are straight down. Then all you have to do is just bring these bug legs in and around. And there's two places that they're going to peg in. I thought there was two. Nope, there's just one. And they just peg in on the other side of his forearms. Right up top here, that hole right there. Just like so. Same thing on this side. Just like that. These center legs, put them out to the side. These fronts, just put out front. And they are tight, so they will, even though this is such a heavy figure, you can also pull this out if you want. A little tight. And there you have Bombshell in his Rhinoceros Beetle mode. Again, we'll come in real close so you can see how that looks. And from the bottom. Then here's the extra legs he comes with. I believe this is for the front. And they're supposed to be more toy accurate, I believe. This is the back, which would go right there. And again, you only get 1 point of articulation as opposed to 2 points with the legs that are on there out of the package. And then this is the middle leg, but unfortunately it does not have any extra articulation. So that is all you get out of that leg. And then he also does have some Energon cubes. That way you can set this up. He can be eating the Energon if you so choose. But again, just an awesome masterpiece Insecticon. Really feels like a masterpiece with the die-cast in it. And here he is with a RID Bumblebee, just so you can get a size comparison on that. And there you have Fans Toys Grenadier. Make sure you subscribe to us, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you next time. And just a quick add-in, because I saw it laying there and I forgot to show it. Here is the collector's card with the really nice artwork on it, and the same pictures you had on the back, the same bio as well. Kind of try and get that in there for you. That way maybe it's a little bit clearer to read on there. And you also have his tech specs, which is nice. And that's the collector's card.